What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Joel Culpepper. I'm Joel Culpepper. This channel is an outdoor channel, if you did not already know that, because I think the only two videos that are going to be put up by the time you see this one are outdoor related, and that's pretty much who I am. That's what to expect. So if you're expecting to see a bunch of gaming videos or anything like that, then this is probably not the channel for you. Anyways, I wanted to go over a few different rod and reel setups today, and really, this is just to give you guys some insight onto what I use. I will probably make another one of these down the road if I wind up getting enough subscribers, enough people asking for them. I will do another one of these in the future. I'm not rich. I'm going to go ahead and say that. I'm not rich, so what I'm fishing is not top of the line. But this is more or less to give you guys as to what I am doing, where I'm putting my money, and how I am effectively using what little bit of money I do have in my fishing. So this first rod and reel setup is definitely a beginner setup. I would definitely say that this is something good to buy if you do not have a lot of money. And this is actually not mine, this is my dad's. I'm 100% lose on almost every rod and reel I buy. It's gonna be lose. I just love them. But this, I think, will outperform some, if not all, of the lose in the price range. And that is the Garcia Black Max. Now, he has some grass on there. Yeah, we just went fishing, so I did not see that. Anyways, this is a 7-foot medium heavy rod, a 5-bearing reel. I believe it's 6'4" to 1. Yes, very low profile reel. Actually has a moccasin colored culprit U-tail worm on there. It looks like a Magnum too. Anyways, he's got this rigged up with 50-pound braid. That's going to be a big thing with us in our fishing. We use a lot of braid. Where we fish, there's not a lot of pressure, so I do fish some like a fluorocarbon copolymer mix, but that's not on everything I have. I prefer braid, and this is a really good setup for a beginner. He's caught a lot of fish on this one. I don't know that he's ever caught any necessarily big fish on it. I think the biggest fish I've ever seen him catch on it was a little over 3 pounds, but it's still very good beginner rod and reel. And I will probably be buying a Lose American Hero at some point, and I will do a comparison between this and the Lose American Hero combo, since they are in the same price range. But this is a very good combo to start with. I would not have any ill feelings toward anybody who bought one of these. I would 100% support that. So that is the first rod and reel combo on my list. The second one, this is actually, I believe this is the reel too. Yeah, this is the second baitcaster combo I ever put together, and the first one I put together that I actually still use. The first one I put together was a Shakespeare agility reel with I believe it was Shakespeare. I think we still got it up there. I can't see what it says, but a Shakespeare Conquest rod, I believe. I think that's what it's called. Maybe it's Explorer, Expedition, something like that. I really can't remember. But the rod was good. The reel was trash. I'm just telling y'all, don't buy Shakespeare, okay? It's better to have one to three really solid combos that are in that, you know, $100 price range, $80 to $120, something like that. Have about 1 to 3 of those, and that's just way better than having 10 Garcia, the Shakespeare agility reels. Shakespeare reels just not real good. Zebco's, I'm not a big fan of Zebco. Those lower end reels, those that make spin casters, and the cheap spinning reels, and obviously cheap baitcasters, stay away from them because you'll have more trouble than you want. So this is actually a Gander Mountain Vortex rod. This is supposed to be a 6'6". I don't know whether y'all can read that or not, but it's supposed to be a 6'6". This is also reversed because, like I said, I am filming this on my phone. This is supposed to be a 6'6". My neighbor gave this to me because he broke off the very tip of it, and I put this one on, and this is just a workhorse. This is probably a 6-foot rod. It casts like nothing I've ever seen before, and as far as 6 foot goes, it's insane. I have boat flipped, believe me or not, I have boat flipped a 5-pound bass with this rod, and the rod was nowhere near breaking. I wouldn't want to do that again, but it is definitely capable of it. I would feel very comfortable handling, you know, a 12 pound bass on this. I wouldn't be scared of it. It's 50-pound braid, and this is the first Lew's reel I ever bought. This is a Lew's Mach 1 or Mach Speed spool. And this reel, when it came out, it was a $100 reel. It's 10 ball bearing. I believe this one's a 6.8. Yeah, no, this is my 7.5, so my 6.8. Okay, this is not the first Lew's I bought. I apologize for that. This is a 7.5. First one I bought was a 6.8 to 1. Both of them are really good reels. These are solid reels. I've had this one for somewhere, I think, a little over 3 years now. Or I've had this other one for a little over 3 years. They're solid. They're good. They cast into the sunset, and they handle fish extremely well. And for $100, guys, you can't beat the quality that Lew's is going to have on these reels, especially this Mach Speed spool. Don't know why they discontinued it. If they had not discontinued it, I wouldn't buy it. Probably wouldn't buy any other Lew's reel on the market. These are just such good reels. So the next rod and reel I'm going to bring out, this is actually my first Mach Speed spool, 6.8 to 1 10 ball bearing. But on this one, you're going to notice a different line. This is 15-pound Berkeley, what do they call it? I can't even remember what they call it now, but it is a copolymer infused fluorocarbon line, 15-pound test, and it's really, really good line. I prefer braid, but I keep this just to have something a little bit different, change up presentation if I ever need to. This is a Lew's Mach 1 Speed Stick, which you probably won't be able to see, but this is a 610 medium heavy. I really like a 7-foot more than a 610, but guys, I'm gonna be honest with you. These are on sale right now at my local fishing tackle store, selling these rods for $30. You can't beat the quality. You can't beat the quality to price ratio on this rod. And this is something my dad had this rigged up. This is a Weightless Wacky Rig. If you guys watched my previous video when I was talking about my top 5 soft plastic baits, this is in that top 5. And I'll go ahead and tell you this because I didn't say it in another video. This is honestly probably my favorite lure in terms of just catching numbers and size. If I can figure out how to put up any pictures on this, I will. Actually, it probably won't be in this video. It'll probably be down the road when I do another review talking about this. On my last fishing trip, I actually wound up catching one that was 2.8 pounds on that worm, and then I caught one that was 4.3 about 2 minutes later, like next cast. It was absolutely crazy. And then after that, you know, just a few minutes after that, I hooked into a 6.5 pound bass, put it in the boat. It's the craziest 10 minutes I've ever had fishing. Less than 10 minutes, I had one almost 3, almost 4.5, and a 6.5 pound bass in the boat all together, and that was absolutely insane to do, especially because that was with this next combo you're about to see. I still have the rig on. Anyways, I had a old spinning combo, and if you go over to our Life Outdoors channel, myself and my friend Ben, Real Life Outdoors, check that out. We're going to talk about my old spinning rod a little bit on there. Probably wind up doing a video on that and this spinning rod comparison. Probably wind up getting another spinning rig down the road, and I'll do a video, all three, comparing, contrasting. What do I like about this one? What do I not like about it? What makes this one better than this one? Anyways, I bought this one this year, and this is a Duckett Silverado rod. This is a 7-foot medium spinning rod. This is my Lew's Speed Spin. This is a size 30 reel. Do not know what that sound was. I really like this reel. Really like this rod and reel combo. It looks really nice together. Fun fact, I actually walked into the store to buy this on my lunch break at work. So I walked out of there in less than 10 minutes probably, and I wound up spending over $230 in less than 10 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, however long it was. It was not very long at all. This rod was discounted. I got the rod for $90. I believe the reel was another $60 on top of that. Really solid combo. And like I said, I was a little concerned. It is a little bit on the lighter end in terms of the flexibility at the tip, but I got my drag set right on this reel, and it handled those 3 bass I was just telling you about, almost 3, almost 4.5, and a 6.5 pound bass, just like a champ. And a 6.5 pound bass, I was so sure he was going to break my rod. I was so scared about that, but he didn't phase it. He really didn't. And it was just insane to me to see how much this rod doubled up, and it just bounced right back. It was just fine. It didn't harm the rod at all. Any of you guys who have caught larger size bass like that on a spinning rod, for sure, you know what I'm talking about. It's a rush. It really is, because you don't have the control you have with a bait caster. Anyways, this has got 20-pound braid on it. I like the dark moss green braid. I was a little bit concerned when I first started using 20-pound braid, because I was very afraid it was going to break very often, but it really doesn't. It's a very tough line. All the braid I'm using is Power Pro. A lot of people are going to tell you Power Pro is good. There's going to be people that tell you Power Pro is bad. But until I find something that's going to compare in a quality to price ratio, I'm going to stick with Power Pro. And that's something you guys are going to hear me talk about a lot on this channel, probably, is the price to quality ratio. And it's not as in this is the best reel. When I say this is a good price to quality ratio reel, I'm not saying this is the best reel. I'm not saying it's the best line as far as quality price. I just mean for the price you pay to the quality you get, you're not going to beat it. And that's how I look at a lot of things. That's how I buy my fishing tackle. Is I don't have to have top of the end stuff, but I want stuff with a good quality to price ratio. Meaning I want to buy, if I buy a $100 reel, I want a reel that's worth $100. Some of the reels I bought that are, you know, I bought one that was worth $80. Honestly, I would price that one myself at about $50 to $60. I bought a $30 bait caster. I would have priced it no more than $10 myself, because it was junk. It is. That's why I say also you get what you pay for. Save your money. If you're just getting into fishing, you want a nice bait caster combo, go feel around, ask some people who know stuff. Drop a comment down below. Let me know if you want my personal opinions on stuff. I'll give you my 2 cents worth. You take what I say with a grain of salt if you so desire. Anyways, guys, that's where I'm going to drop this one off. I don't know when exactly this video is going up, but I wanted to record 2 in one day because I do not know when I'll get to sit down and do this again. Anyways, guys, I will see you next time. Stay safe and keep being in the outdoors.